Mosquitoes! Ah! So I'm out on some of the public lands out by Coos Bay on some of these side roads, kind of looking for areas that are off the beaten path, but also still quite beautiful and places to kind of wander around a bit and film. And some of the trees growing out here are just super, super gorgeous. So I'm gonna wander around, do some filming, see what I can find while out exploring. I actually love Gorillapods. For filming in the forest where all these bumps and divots and strange little kind of micro drops and just weird terrain on these hillsides, the ability to have a tripod whose legs are so flexible they can just bend them in different ways is just unbelievably helpful. It's really nice to be able to put this camera down on something that can stay level and hold still on really awkward terrain that a normal tripod wouldn't be able to. So it's been a kind of great fun to kind of play with out here. So this is pretty interesting. This is the pelvic girdle of, I assume, a deer, but you can see those kind of flares on either side. And so this is the hip bone of the deer. And it's always kind of amazing to me when I find these kinds of bones out in the forest, because you have all these little lichens and mosses growing on the outside of the bone, and the colors start changing, and as it kind of rots away a little bit, there are just all these like textural changes that turn it closer and closer into what the surrounding vegetation looks like. And it's just amazing to see. It almost just like, you know, takes on this new character. It's a lot like that rotten log I found in an earlier video. So this is super cool. All right, no joke, just as I was saying that, like 3.5 feet next to me, look what I found. It's really funny how nice it is to be in chunks of forest that still have some older trees. You know, these aren't like kind of full-blown old growth, but they're still old enough that it just has this very different feel from the much younger, recently harvested forest. The ground cover is more open, there are all these beautiful ferns around, but it's still just such a beautiful place to wander around, and so far I've had a great deal of fun out here. I'm gonna go take the elk skull back to the truck. So it's a Douglas squirrel alarm call coming from up there. Oh, there he is. I doubt that you can see him, but he's on the branch above me. Tiny little guy. They're barely blending in. There's some sizable trees here. It's always so nice to see some actual, decent habitat with old trees. Wow, that is amazing. Like, that is totally the kind of tree I can see a murrelet nesting in over there. Beautiful. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Just had a blast wandering around some of these old growth trees. It's so funny to me that this is Catching Slough. Like, this is the same general area, separated obviously by a little bit from the spot that's been completely clear cut and then just utterly overgrown with thorny, viney heinousness. And it really makes me wonder about like some of those horrible places I've hiked through, what they used to look like. Was it more of this forest, but even older? Where there's spotted owls and murrelets around every corner. It's an amazing place, and I just have such a blast filming it. So if you're not yet subscribed to Wanderlust, you should do so. Until next time, everyone, wander in wonder. Stay safe.